What's going on? This real quick video is called, uh, well, you'll see the title already, but it's pretty much what makes me mad about white people. And generally, what makes me mad about white people mostly is if you only knew. That's how I'll pretty much put it. Like, I hear white people in the comments that you make and the racist people about how we're monkeys and how we stink, and that monkey one really bites my ass because if anyone looks, never mind. Anyway, about how we're monkeys and how we stink, and I don't want to use the bathroom after a black person, and I don't want to sit down and eat at a restaurant in the same chair as a black person did if I knew, and all the silly bullshit that you tell yourself and that you say, which are lies as far as I'm concerned. I think you're lying, and that's just a personal opinion that I do have. I didn't say it was a fact, but a personal opinion that I have is that you guys are full of shit when it comes to how much you supposedly hate us. Because he who protests too much, man, like you talk. There's no way you can protest to hate something so much that much and not love it. You know what I mean? Like even the videos I do of you guys, I do these on pretty much a spur of the moment. I'm trying to work it around a plan and how I'm gonna do it. As far as my little contribution to the community and adding my 2 cents and leaving my mark on the world in some way, some small minuscule way. But at the same time, the things that you guys say, we're gonna have to be addressed. And the reason I did the video is because if you only knew how we feel, like the way you say you feel about us, like most black people, a lot of black people I know feel the exact same way about you. Like we really rather not see you on a daily basis. We'd rather not deal with you if we didn't have to on a daily basis. We'd really rather not work for you. Now that I can pretty much guarantee every black person that I know and most people that they know don't want to work for white people. You know what I mean? So it's like you think you're slick, and the same things you think you're doing, we do the same thing. Like I was working for a company out here last year, and the manager who hired me, young white guy, his father ran the business, and he was a young white kid or whatever, and everything was cool. I'm the type of person where I know how to chop it up and deal with them and talk with them. Hey, what's going on, guy? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. The whole time, I pretty much can't stand you. You know what I mean? Like, it's really nothing extra personal about you personally, but it's just your people. I don't trust your people, and I'm not going to pretend and trick myself and you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, he's a cool one. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, anyways, I'm working for him. He's real smiley all the time. And then we found out why. Like he's terrified of black guys. This guy used to fucking go in his car in lunchtime and have to pop pills just to not like have nervous shakes and whatever, just being around us. And so, long story short, like to the average person, he'll seem like, oh, he's just he's a good kid. He's working for his dad and blah 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 blah. And the whole time, through via another coworker who knows him personally, used to tell us about how when he goes home, he's nothing like that. Like he's completely different from the way he is around us. He's nothing like that. Down to the fact that he's like the kid has like secret usernames and stuff where he goes on and runs around call black people all types of niggers and things like is. But dude, we feel this. I just wish I could say to him like, "Hey man, like I feel exactly the fucking same way. Like I laugh with you and hey, blah 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 blah. And soon as I go home, I could care less about you. Like if the revolution started tomorrow, I'd snap your fucking neck like with the quickness, bro. Like that. Come on. So it's like if you guys only knew, like you talking about smell. All black people know white people stink. Whether some admit it or not, whether someone acknowledge it or not, like that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother time. But the fact of the matter is, all black people know that all white people smell, yo. like especially when they're wet. All black people know that when you give white people handshakes and you touch them or they touch you, that it feels weird. And I'm not gonna front, yo, like it feels weird. I've actually been to jail before, so I've had these fucking faggot fuckers looking at me and touch me before, like not on my fucking dick, but excuse me, but not on my penis, but like my body as far as my arms putting like it's just me and my sister, my older sister, we equated to death. It's like they're like walking dead. You know what I mean? Like they're just walking death. You know what I mean? Like the smell of them, the touch of them. And I don't want to seem like I'm being an asshole because I am aware, my disclaimer, I am aware that there are Europeans or Caucasoids in the world who pretty much really do probably strive to do well in life, but do it equally. Meaning they're not trying to purposely hold black people down so their kids could get ahead. Like I'm pretty sure there's tons of white people out there like that. And you know, if you take offense to this video, it's a personal thing because I look at it like instead of taking offense, won't you take the offense and go to your community and start helping us rid the world of this fucking double standard, this bullshit, the theft of history. That's just all of it, man. Just the theft of our land, the theft of my ancestors' resources as far as their labor. Like, all these things need to be addressed. And if you feel some type of way, you should pretty much address those things with me. And then you probably feel how I feel. You know? But staying on point of the video, like, if you guys only knew, man. like I said, we'd rather not work with you. I know no black people want to eat white people's food. And I don't give a fuck about no salt or seasoning salt or all that. We just don't really. Black people are funny about shit that we eat sometimes. And we're not gonna, and it's crazy how we're funny about how we eat, but we eat so fucked up. But at the same time, and I'm one who does, but at the same time, what we mean is about the preparation of the food. Like, I don't trust white people to be preparing my food. You know, and then the things that you choose to eat, I don't get down with that. You don't really cook your meat. Like, one of the jobs I had, the job I was there for 2 years, and it was hell. It's just racism, walking racism. Just, if you ever sit in a place working or have to go somewhere where it's just, the racism is so thick in the air, man, it's like it's hard to breathe. Like, you can literally grab it in your hand and mold it and make clay objects out of it and shit. Is like it was that thick, you know. But it really was. It was hard. That's a video for another day, like on that one. But it's like we had a cookout there. I guess they called it, a little picnic, 4th of July, something like that, or whatever. And so they were cooking. The white guys, they were cooking the meat. And okay, here we go. Yo, I got that cheeseburger, right? I'm putting ketchup on the cheeseburger, whatever. Because I had pretty much relegated myself to just eating chips and shit like that. So they cooked the cheeseburger. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to eat the hamburger or whatever. You know, I put it out. I put the cheese, the cheese is up there. I put, you know, a little ketchup up there, some onions or whatever. And I took a bite of the fucking hamburger, and I swear to you, the outside was completely brown on both sides, all around, like a completely cooked cheeseburger. Except when I bit it, it was just like not even a 1/10 of an inch, which basically made me think it was just the outside that you darkened. The entire inside was pink. You talking about someone like, oh, I dropped that shit in a napkin. Like, yo, I'm good, yo. Like, I'd rather go up the street and buy me a freaking beef patty or something. Like, but that's how you guys are. Like, if you only knew, like, the way you so-called feel about us, we feel the same way about you. Like, we don't want to be around you. We don't like you. We can't stand you. Yes, there's a couple of brothers and sisters who basically we call coons. I don't like doing that too much, but who are stuck on you, let them be stuck on you. But for the most part, most black people could care less about you, and we feel exactly the same way about you. Like, if you feel you wouldn't touch a black person with a 50-foot pole, we feel we wouldn't touch you with a fucking 2,000 foot pole. Like, it's the same thing. Like, especially with me. Like, it's, please, man, get off your high horse, man. Please.